Hey Reddit, I never thought I'd be posting here. I always figured I'd be one of those lucky guys who'd stay happily married, settle down, and live a quiet life. My wife Anna, not her real name, and I have been together for almost 9 years, married for 6. We met through mutual friends, fell hard, fast, and got married within 2 years. She was charming, witty, had that magnetic personality that could light up a room. I was completely smitten. Hell, everyone was. But lately, something's been off. I started noticing little things. Nothing huge at first, just small, nagging inconsistencies that didn't sit right with me. She used to leave her phone around without a care. Now she always has it on her. Takes it with her to the bathroom. Sleeps with it under her pillow like it's some sacred relic. She's gotten real secretive with her messages and suddenly started wearing makeup and perfume even when she's just going to the store. Don't get me wrong. She always took care of herself. But this felt different, performative, for someone else. Her tone changed, too. She used to be affectionate, goofy, loving. Now it's like I annoy her just by existing. She's been snappy, distant, and oddly defensive. Even about innocent stuff like me asking how her day was. She'd throw out, "Why are you so controlling?" Or, "Can't I just have some space?" Over the most mundane things. I chalked it up to stress, maybe burnout, maybe something she wasn't ready to talk about. I didn't want to be that paranoid husband, so I gave her space. I didn't push. I kept hoping it was just a rough patch. But deep down, something felt broken. Something I couldn't name just yet. But I was about to find out. It all came crashing down on a random Tuesday night. I remember that clearly because it was taco night, something we used to look forward to. I was in the kitchen chopping onions while she was supposedly running late from work. She texted me around 6:30 saying there was a last-minute client call, and she'd be home by 8. At 8:45, she still wasn't home. I called. No answer. Texted. Left on read. That sinking feeling? Yeah, it hit hard. She finally walks through the door at 9:15, looking polished, like unnaturally polished. Full face of makeup, hair freshly curled, wearing this black top I hadn't seen in forever. The one she used to call her going out shirt. Her excuse? Ugh. Sorry, babe. Work ran late and then traffic was a nightmare. She said it so fast, like she'd been rehearsing it. I didn't say much that night, but something inside me snapped. I couldn't ignore it anymore. The next day, while she was in the shower, her phone buzzed on the nightstand. Normally, I wouldn't even think of checking it. I trusted her. Or I used to. But instinct took over. It was a message from someone saved as Ashley Books. Except the preview read, "Last night was fire, you've gotten even better face blowing a kiss." My stomach dropped. I opened it. I shouldn't have. But I did. And what I found shattered me. This wasn't Ashley. It was a guy. And their thread went months back. Photos. Voice notes. Explicit messages. Inside jokes. Plans for next weekend at a hotel. She even sent him our vacation photos from last month. Joking about how he's clueless. And how she wishes it was you in this picture instead. I don't even know how I didn't vomit right there. I took screenshots of everything. Transferred them to my laptop. Sat on the bed for hours in a fog. Listening to the shower run. Wondering who the hell the woman I married had become. When she came out, wrapped in a towel, humming like nothing had happened. I couldn't even look at her. I was about to explode. So I sat there, still on the edge of the bed, laptop open, phone in hand, and my heart pounding like a war drum. She walked in, drying her hair with a towel, and smiled, like she hadn't just stabbed me in the chest a few hours earlier. I looked at her and said, "Who the hell is Ashley?" Her smile faded instantly. She blinked. "What are you talking about?" I held up the phone. "Ashley Books? The one who says last night was fire?" Her face froze. Not shocked. Not scared. Flat. Like she was calculating. She didn't even try to deny it at first. Just stared at the screen and said, "Why are you going through my phone?" That's when I lost it. "Are you serious right now? That's your defense? You're cheating on me and you're mad I found out?" She rolled her eyes. Rolled her eyes. And then, in the most nonchalant tone you can imagine, said, "It's not like it's been serious. You've been so emotionally unavailable for months. I needed someone to talk to. You made me feel invisible." That hit like a truck. She was trying to flip this on me, like her being emotionally detached, distant, and sneaky was my fault. Like I pushed her into someone else's bed. I asked how long it had been going on. She sighed, like I was annoying her, and muttered, "Since February." February. That was 7 months ago. She'd been lying to my face, sleeping in my bed, making dinner with me, acting like my wife, while sneaking around like I was some clueless roommate. She started pacing, saying things like, "It just happened," and "You don't understand what it's like to feel unwanted," and "He makes me feel alive." Then the kicker, "I didn't think you'd ever find out." Like that somehow made it okay. No tears, no remorse, just a cold, detached defense that made me feel like I was losing my mind. I told her to get out. She refused. So I left. I drove around for hours that night, parked in some grocery store lot at 2 a.m., just staring at the steering wheel, thinking, what the F *** K just happened to my life? I didn't sleep that night. Didn't even try. I sat in my car with the engine off, just replaying everything over and over. Every "I love you," every cuddle on the couch, every fake smile she gave me while she was texting him. It was like my entire marriage had been retroactively tainted. Like someone had gone back in time and spray-painted over all the good parts with pure, mocking lies. I felt like a fool. I didn't cry right away. It was more of a numb, buzzing emptiness. Like something inside me had short-circuited. But then it hit me out of nowhere. I pulled into a gas station bathroom at like 4 in the morning and just lost it. Not even crying, just straight up sobbing like a broken animal. I'm not even ashamed to say that. I think my body just couldn't hold it in anymore. And the worst part? It wasn't even the cheating that hurt the most. It was the way she reacted. The indifference. The lack of guilt. The way she looked at me like I was the one being dramatic for being heartbroken. No apology, no attempt to fix it. Just cold detachment and excuses. It made me question everything. Was our whole relationship fake? Was I just a placeholder until she got bored? Had she ever loved me? Or had I just been someone convenient for her until she found someone more fun? I didn't tell anyone at first. Not my friends. Not my parents. I was too ashamed. I didn't want to admit I'd been cheated on by the woman I loved. The woman I defended when people warned me she might be self-centered or too flirty with other guys. I had told them they didn't know her like I did. Turns out, maybe they did. I spent the next week alternating between bursts of rage, like punching the wall level rage, and deep, paralyzing sadness. Couldn't eat. I barely worked. I couldn't concentrate on anything. Just this endless loop in my head of what did I miss? Was it me? Could I have stopped this? But slowly, clarity started to creep in. This wasn't about me. I wasn't the one who lied. I wasn't the one who cheated. I showed up. I loved her. I was loyal. She's the one who destroyed it. After a week of barely functioning, I finally told someone. My best friend Mark. He was quiet while I talked. Let me unload everything. Then just said, "You don't deserve that. You know that, right?" And that sentence hit different, because I didn't. Not really. I felt so destroyed, so used, that I started to believe I did deserve it somehow, like I failed as a husband and this was just my punishment. But hearing it from someone else, that snapped something into place. So I went back home. She was on the couch watching Netflix like it was any other day, like nothing had happened. She looked up and said, "Oh, hey," like I'd just come back from a quick grocery run. That's how detached she was. I told her we were done. Her expression didn't even change at first, like she hadn't processed it. Then she started with the gaslighting. "Wait, seriously? You're gonna throw away our marriage over a mistake? Then, we can fix this. I'll cut him off. And finally, you're overreacting. People come back from worse. You just want an excuse to leave." It was so manipulative I almost laughed. Almost. I told her I'd already contacted a lawyer. Told her I'd be filing for divorce, and she had a week to move out. I made it clear. No more discussions. No second chances. No healing journeys. I was done. She cried. But not the kind of crying where someone is heartbroken. The kind of crying you do when your toy gets taken away. She cried for herself. Not for me. Not for us. She begged, not out of love, but because her lifestyle was about to change. And for once, I didn't care. I moved into a short-term rental while she packed. She still texted for a bit, swinging between apologies and insults, but I stopped replying. I blocked her eventually. There was nothing left to say. It's been 3 months now. Divorce papers are signed. She's moved out. And I haven't heard from her since the last petty text about how I gave up too easily. The silence is honestly peaceful. I'm not going to pretend I'm fully healed. Some nights are still hard. I'll see couples at restaurants or hear a song we used to love, and this strange hollowness creeps in. Like there's a ghost of the life I thought I had still following me around. But I'm learning to live with it and slowly to let it go. Therapy has helped. So has talking to people who've been through similar situations. Turns out, way more people have been betrayed by someone they trusted than I ever imagined. It's weirdly comforting. Like I'm not crazy, and I'm definitely not alone. I've learned a few brutal but important things from all of this. You can't love someone into being loyal. No matter how much you give, how patient or supportive you are, if they want to cheat, they will. And it has nothing to do with you. Trust your gut. I ignored my instincts for months. I gaslit myself into thinking I was paranoid, overthinking, jealous. But deep down, I knew something was wrong. Listen to that voice next time. People who lie that easily will never take real accountability. She lied with a straight face for months, then tried to blame me when it blew up. That's not someone you can build a life with. That's someone who only looks out for themselves. So, to anyone reading this going through something similar, I see you. It's hell. It rips your heart out and stomps on your identity. But it's not the end. In fact, in some messed up way, it might be the beginning of something way better, something real. Because being alone is 1,000 times better than being with someone who makes you feel invisible. Thanks for reading. I didn't expect this to turn into a novel, but getting it all out actually helped. Maybe it'll help someone else too. Stay strong, strangers. A guy who finally walked away.